Everybody, listen up.
Yes, 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 yes.
What you doing?
What's up, Jackson?
And listen to
Alpha male.
What's going on, everybody? You already know what time it is. It is me. He is I, and I am him. I am he that they call the alpha male. What's going on, everybody? Hello. Happy Wednesday. Who with me? If you with me, holla at me. Y'all know what to do. Hit me up on all my social medias, okay? If you got me on Twitter or Threads, or even if you follow me on Instagram, hit me up on AlphaMale Sports, AlphaMale Sports, all one word, AlphaMale Sports. Also, also hit me up on my personal page, Radio the number 6 underscore Raheem, Radio the number 6 underscore Raheem. Make sure you guys hit me up. You know what I'm saying? Let me know how you feeling. You dig what I'm saying? Because it is an action-packed show today. It is a dope show today. I got two guests that's coming in today that I am very excited for you guys to talk with. Of course, as you can see, I'm dressed in my Atlanta Braves regalia today. And I'm just continuing on what I was doing. I'm going to try to wear this until the Braves win this series. Hopefully they can pull it out. Right now is not looking too good, but that is perfectly fine because we've known for the Braves to get themselves out of a hole, and that is perfectly fine. I know that they can do it. I got the faith because listen, the other day when the Braves were down, I think they were down like what 3-4 points, and then all of a sudden they just burst and got the game and won the game and whatnot. Great home run. Matter of fact, while I'm talking to you, I might as well just go ahead and pull up one of those clips because, in my honest opinion, that was the dopest feeling. In my honest opinion, that was the dopest feeling seeing the Braves just load up and just do it. Matter of fact, let me just show you the end play. How about that?
He deals a 2-2. Castellanos in the air to right center field. Harris is on the run. Harris at the track. He leaps and he makes the catch. Harper might be doubled up. The throw gets away. The throw to first. It's over.
So as you can see, yeah, I'm really excited about that. And I'm kind of rambling a little bit because, again, I'm kind of nervous. It's 6-1 right now, and I need for the Braves to get it done. But anyway, like I said, it is an action-packed show today. I got guests coming in. I got one half of the Two Live Stews joining me. He is going to talk about a big weekend coming up. Also, I got Lamar Lewis, one of my best buddies. He actually's been on the show many a times before as the plug. He's going to just give his analysis or his take on what's going on with the Atlanta Braves and tell us his experience with the ruckus the other night at Truist Park. But before I go any further, I got to bring on the homie, the big homie. You know what I'm saying? He gave me an opportunity in the radio business. He gave me an opportunity at this, and I'm forever grateful. Might as well let me go ahead and bring on my guy, the comparable. What else do I say? The immaculate Douglas Stewart.
Majestic. Ascending. I don't know. Prime.
Yeah, Prime is a dope one. Prime.
Yeah. What's up, Walter?
What's going on, Doctor? A waterhead Walter to you, sir.
Okay, so how's my bad. What's your radio name?
That's what you gave me.
You don't go by Walter?
Well, I do now. Well, actually, it's the Alpha Male. Thank you, but I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I just remember how it was, man. Back in the studio, you and your brother, it was like, "Hey, Waterhead." And you know what I'm saying? It just kind of sticks. It kind of sticks. You know what I'm saying? For all the studios out there, it sticks.
Okay, all right. So Alpha Male, I can go with that.
All right, I can rock with it.
I don't know if I'm comfortable with Alpha Male though. What about? No, you too old. You too old to be Waterhead anymore. Let's just say my man, WP.
All right, I can rock with it. WP is what we'll go with.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing well. I'm kind of on edge because of the playoffs right now, but other than that, I'm great.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, let's go Braves, right?
Right. Of course, got to root for the home team. But let's talk about this weekend that's coming up, man. I'm excited for it because I get to show off some of my golf skills, you know what I'm saying, or lack thereof. but I've been practicing. I really have. Okay, don't you laugh at me.
Okay.
I've been practicing
We'll find out. We'll find out.
for sure. So, Two Live Stews weekend going on. Doug and Ryan Stewart, of course, two amazing guys. They're giants in the radio business here in Atlanta. Sustained a great following, you know what I'm saying, from their experience in the radio business. But they got a great weekend starting off Friday morning. We got a golf event, right? We got a golf outing, correct?
Yeah. So we got a golf outing Friday. This is the first time we've done this. So for people that don't know, we've been doing this weekend, the Stews weekend, for like maybe 5 or 6 years now. Ever since we got exiled from radio way back in 2000. I know it's been a long time. 2011 or 12 was our last year doing Celestial Radio. And, I started doing a podcast where I did a podcast for like 4 or 5 years.
You did it for a while.
Yeah, I did it for a while. I was ahead of my time on that, man, because now everybody and their mama doing podcasts, and they're monetizing it now. Back then, I really couldn't monetize it the way I needed to monetize it. That's a long story for another day. But
right.
A loyal fan base of the Stews and of my podcast. Our listeners were like family, man. You know what I'm saying? So somebody gave me the idea to get together like once a year, and thus the Stews weekend. And so it's this weekend, Friday night, we have a little golf tournament. Friday morning, a golf tournament. Friday night, we're getting together at a rooftop downtown. And can you post like the flyer somewhere?
I don't have it here, but I am gonna post it. I'm gonna actually post it on the replay, if you will, when I post everything onto the Instagram and I got the editing stuff. So I'm working on it. You dig what I'm saying? I'm trying to do this new thing. I even got, I got my bricks, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's just, it might not be to your liking, but it's something, right?
Yeah, whatever, man. Whatever.
I love it.
So yeah, Friday morning we'll play golf. Friday night we're doing this like a little rooftop thing at, I think it's called Reverb.
Yeah.
Saturday around noon we're gonna watch college football at the Beverly. Saturday night, what are we doing Saturday? Oh,
Fellowship.
Saturday night we're gonna stop by. Yeah, we're gonna stop by Fellowship.
Yeah, Fellowship Cigar Bar.
Cam Newton spot.
Right. Hopefully you can stop by.
There, man? Have you ever been in there?
No, I haven't, but I've heard some good reviews of that place.
Oh, super, super nice. And then Sunday we got a big tailgate.
Mm-hmm.
With Tailgates Are Us, where you can pay one price and you eat and drink all you want. Okay. So and while the Falcons take on the
Commanders.
Yes. So, on the flyer that you're going to post, there's a lot of details about it, man. We'd love to see you if you used to listen to the show. Ryan's actually going to be here. Past years, he hadn't been able to make it because he's missing, but he's actually going to come through and hang out with us all weekend long, and it's going to be a lot of fun, man.
I'm excited. Like I said, I get to test out my golf, you know what I'm saying, my golf swing with you guys, but all in all, it's kind of dope. But you touched on something that kind of tweaked my ear a little bit. You said that somebody gave you the idea of possibly, starting one up again. You dig what I'm saying? Right. I don't know. I can't say the same for your brother because you know what I'm saying? I know, he's doing a good job. You know what I'm saying? I follow him closely on Instagram, so I definitely know what you're talking about. But is there a possibility that we could possibly get you on maybe a podcast? Maybe you can even join me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but what you think?
We talking to some people, man. We talking to some people who talking to some people who talking to some people. And I just don't want it to be just another podcast.
Right.
It's got to be of unique, kind of fresh. It's got to be something that I think people are gonna be drawn to. So we'll see. We in talks. We in talks.
Hey, listen, if you need me by any means, holler at me. I'll drop by. I'll stop by and say what I need to say, drop some gems or whatnot. But most definitely, we are excited for the Two Live Stews weekend. Shouts out to Brian. Shouts out to Doug. I mean, and shouts out to the Stews because again, I was around, again, when you first began the podcast, if you will. I remember you setting up the studio. And
Right.
afterwards I was like, okay, the Stews, they're kind of loyal, but then they became super loyal. You dig what I'm saying? Like Jersey Vern, give me some more names. Kissy.
Sorry about that. I just had an alert come on my phone.
Got you.
Vern from Jersey, St. Louis, Ron.
Kissy. Kissy is another one.
I mean, just so many. I can't think of so many. It's a lot. It's a lot of listeners.
True.
Who we got? Black Diamond. I don't know. I can't think of anybody now. You should have told me. I would have wrote down about 50 names.
Right, for real. It's all good though. Listen, it's all love. Yeah. I did.
Yeah, so I
Kissy.
can't hear you right
of course,
now, Walter.
Tree. Yeah, I got you.
I can't hear you.
Uh-oh.
I think
Maybe I dropped
it's my
out.
phone. I think it's my phone. I can't hear you.
Oh, well, I can hear you. Just keep talking. I got you. Okay.
I lost sound. I lost the sound.
Okay. I can hear you though.
You can hear me?
Yes.
But I can't hear you.
I got
I can't hear you.
I got you. Appreciate it. I'll give you a call.
Okay. All right. Thank you, man.
I'll give you a call. Appreciate it, man. That was Doug of the Two Live Stews, of course. Yeah. That was interesting. That was interesting to say the least. But it was dope though. I ain't tripping. Of course, that was Doug Stewart of the Two Live Stews. Let me go over it again real quick. You got the Doug Stewart, Two Live Stews. Let me go with this real quick. Let me see. Yeah, you got Friday. You got the golf outing. You got the tournament. You got it's not a golf tournament, but it is a golf outing starting Monday morning. It is sold out. I'm going to be there, but you won't. You also got Reverb Rooftop. Definitely you can meet these guys up at Reverb Rooftop. Or if you just remember Doug Stewart from the Stews and you just want to meet either one of them, Doug, Ryan Stewart, or if you want to just rock with me, holla at me. You can definitely meet up at the rooftop, Reverb Rooftop at 8 p.m. Friday night. Saturday, the Beverly Sports Bar at 12 p.m. They're going to be watching sports. They're going to be watching football, ordering wings, pizza, beer, stuff like that. If you're not interested, it's okay, but they will be there. And then, of course, Fellowship Bar. Again, Cam, if you're available, shouts out. Come drop by, holler at the Stews, Doug and Ryan Stewart as well. And then on Sunday, the tailgate, listen, I think you got to drop like, what, $35? And that's all it is, $35, and that's all you have to pay. So I wouldn't mind that. You dig what I'm saying? Ladies and gentlemen, you already know what time it is. It is me, he is I, and I am him. I am he that they call the alpha male. And I am here once again on edge because of the Atlanta Braves and what's been going on in the National League Division Series right now. It is what? Is it top of the fifth or is it the sixth? Let me refresh really quickly. Yeah, top of the fifth, one out. I don't know who is at bat right now. I would guess. Well, baseball. Anyway, if you knew baseball, you would know the bottom and the top of the whatever. Oh gosh, that is so exhausting. But right now, all I know is that the Atlanta Braves are down right now, and I'm not excited about it. I don't like it, and I want for this to stop. Braves, hopefully they can work that magic like they used to. You dig what I'm saying? Work that same magic that they had back at Truist Park. As a matter of fact, I'm just gonna play it just for nostalgic purposes.
He deals a 2-2. Castellanos in the air to right center field. Harris is on the run. Harris at the track. He leaps and he makes the catch. Harper might be doubled up. The throw gets away. The throw to first. It's over.
First of all, I want to say that I'm going to be playing that all day today. Yeah, if you're annoyed by it, oh well. But I'm going to be playing that all day simply because I was excited. I think that's possibly one of the best plays in. I think that's one of the best defensive plays in baseball or in the playoffs right now, to be honest. I can't say that. There's been a lot of hitting. There's been a lot of big bats. There's been a lot of long balls, and that's fine. Pause. But, definitely is that I don't think I've seen anything defensive to that degree outside of Mookie Betts doing that to the Atlanta Braves before they went on to win the World Series. But let me stop here, man. Of course, I've got somebody here also as well. I recorded this earlier this morning, spoke to my buddy Lee the Plug, and yeah, I just wanted to go ahead and get him on, talk to him, get his viewpoint on the Atlanta Braves and what's been going on. What's going on, everybody? You already know what time it is. It is me, he is I, and I am him. I am he that they call the alpha male. Whew. All right. So, tune in this morning. Well, you're gonna see this show later on today. Let's point it out right here. You're gonna see the show later on today. But I am super excited tonight, of course, is the third game, game 3 of the NLDS. Yeah, it's all these acronyms and stuff. But anyway, game 3 of the NLDS, the Atlanta Braves had somewhat of it was incredible, immaculate. So here's what I'm going to do before I bring my guest on, because you guys want to be here for him, okay? I'm going to show you guys again what the other night was like in Braves country. You guys just take a look and just see what all happened, okay?
Here he comes. Riley in the air to left field. On the run, Marsh. There it goes! Austin Riley has given the Braves the lead in the 8th.
And of course, that was brought to you by the Atlanta Braves by way of their Instagram page. I've been trying to, add a few things here and there and whatnot. But besides all of that, let me go ahead and bring on our guest for today. Big friend of mine, one of the only people that I can say that I was able to see his maturation from a boy to college to a man, and he's able to say the same for me. So let's go ahead and bring him on. My guy, Lamar Lewis, aka The Plug. Make sure that you guys check him out on Instagram at what is it? I am Lamizzle. I'm sorry, Lamizzle 24. What's going on, brother, man? How you feeling?
Man, I feel amazing. Still riding high off that victory the other day, but it's time for new business to be handled. But man, what a game!
Man, that was in my honest, because my wife was telling me, I tuned in around the I would say about the 4th or 5th inning, and I was starting to get frustrated. I'm gonna just point that out. I started to get a little frustrated, started to get just a little angry, simply because of the fact, all right, we've been through this before. You dig what I'm saying? We've lost majorly to like the Cardinals at one point in time. Then last year we lost to Philadelphia, and they ended up going on to win the World Series. And so we're used to disappointment. We're used to
series.
Oh, they lost the World Series. My bad. But either way, we're used to the disappointment. We're used to the disappointment, and to see what had happened, man. Where were you when that happened? When that went down? Where were you in the building? Because I know you were there. So, what was it like when all hell broke loose at the Battery at Truist Park for the Atlanta Braves?
So anytime we got this much of a high pressure game, I can never sit still. So I was walking around.
You down on that concourse.
It depends on which point. And like you said, it's funny. I was actually thinking this as the game was going on. It's like, we won the World Series in 2021. Everybody was like, curses broken, all of that. Georgia's won 2 championships. All of those feelings go away when we start disappointing in the playoffs. All of the, this is what Atlanta does, comes back up. Everybody starts to feel it. So all those feelings were trying to come up, and I was like, man, I've seen this team play all year. And
yes,
they have balled. They have balled. They're not just going to lay flat and go home.
And to be honest, it is sad to have that somewhat of an expectation. We are used to it here in Atlanta. All right. If you are an Atlanta fan of any sort, okay, Falcons, Hawks, Braves, Atlanta United, the Atlanta Lightning with the Arena Football League. It was just all the time. We're always used to disappointment. And for this to happen the way this did, I was super excited. Lamar, I got one more clip for you. As you see, I'm sweating and perspiring today because I'm excited as well. Like, this is a big game. This is a high pressure situation. Of course, I got, my other jersey on, but where were you? Well, no, I already asked you, where were you? You know what I'm saying? You couldn't sit still, obviously, but when the final out happened, when the final play happened, tell me how you feel after this, though, after this clip.
He deals a 2-2. Castellanos in the air to right center field. Harris is on the run. Harris at the track. He leaps and he makes the catch. Harper might be doubled up. The throw gets away. The throw to first. It's over.
What? Tell me your feelings, man. Do you get goosebumps? I still get goosebumps from that play. How do you feel about that play, man?
Man, it was a roller coaster. So he hit it, and I didn't think he got all of it. So I was like, okay, that should be an easy one in right center. But then it kept carrying.
Yeah, it did.
And from my angle, it was like carrying away from where I was. So I was like leaning to the side to see if he was going to get it. And I'm like, don't go out, don't go out, don't go out. And he stutter steps, and I'm like, uh-oh, he got a chance.
Yeah.
He goes up and snags it, and the place goes wild.
Wow.
And I'm completely focused on Michael Harris, not even looking at the bases. So then he launches it in, and I see it go over Ozzy's head. And then I see Bryce is busting it, trying to get back to first. And I see A. Riley pick it up, and I'm like, no, we're not. Are we about to end it like this?
That was a good ending. That was a good ending. That was a good ending. That was a great ending, and I was so excited. So tell me, what is it? What's the vibe right now in Braves country? I know today is a big game. They go back to Philadelphia for Game 3. What is the vibes? Because I know, like I said, that you are entrenched in the Braves culture. You dig what I'm saying? You even played pitcher in college, so it's not like you're not very close to this game. What is the feeling around Braves country?
I think it's shifted from being so anxious and nervous to a confidence. Everybody knows Philly's a strong team, but again, this team we've seen break all of these records this year, stay together.
Ronald Acuna 40-70 or 60-70. What did he? What was the record for Ronald Acuna?
40-70 was the last club he broke into. At Austin with the phenomenal year. But again, just all the pieces we have, I think there's a confidence. I think we feel like we can hit Nola Game 3. There's some questions about who we start tonight in Game 3, but then we had the luxury of lining up our starters for this series. So then the final 2 games would be you got to get to a 5th game. But we got Spencer Strider Game 4 and Max Fried able to come back Game 5 on regular rest. So I think there's a confidence.
Now, tell me how, again, I know that you're not in the minds of these gentlemen, but I can only imagine what the mental state would be for someone like Spencer Strider after coming out Game 1 and the performance that he had in Game 1. It wasn't that it was bad, but the fact that the Philadelphia Phillies attacked the Atlanta Braves defense, 5 stolen bases in Game 1. How can we keep from repeating Game 1? How, like you said, you guys have a calm. How can we limit the mistakes in Game 3?
I think in Game same thing we've done all season. I think we got to start ahead and stay ahead. I think I can't give you the exact stat, but normally when we start ahead, we line up everything as far as the bullpen. So I think we jump on them early, keep that crowd at bay. It'll be what we want, a win from up there. But again, just got to make Nola work. Know he's a crafty pitcher, but make him work. No easy outs. Continue to put the ball in play to make sure their defense is tested. And then on the pitching end, same thing. Starting ahead in the count. They've got tough hitters, but if you labor around them, you start walking guys. Next thing you know, 3-run bomb. So you got to go attack.
This is where the game gets. I mean, for a baseball watcher like myself, I don't watch it during the season. Obviously, I said before, if you don't have Bally Sports here in Atlanta, you're not going to be able to see the Braves until they have somewhat of a highlight or a national spotlight on them. But this is where the baseball season starts to kick up for most watchers like myself. This is where we start to pay attention to the game a little bit more, and the excitement is growing as the day goes by. Lamar Lewis, I hope that the Atlanta Braves are able to bring another championship to Atlanta. You dig what I'm saying? So we can subside some more of these feelings. I got one more question for you though, because I started this argument in the barbershop with my younger brother, and you know, you've met him before. So my question to you is, if and when the Atlanta Braves win their second championship in what, 3 years, correct?
Yes, it'd be.
2 or 3 years. If they win the next championship, are they now better than the 95, the 96, the 97s, the 98? Are they then better than that team, than those teams? You know, the Andrew Jones is are they better? Can we make the argument? Should we make that? That's three. Listen, there are three pitching Hall of Famers: Tom Glavine, Greg Maddux, and we also got John Smoltz. I mean, come on. Should we dub this team better than that team?
I think there's different players across that decade of Atlanta Braves, so that's tough comparison.
I mean, you got Javi Lopez, you got Andres Galarraga, you got. I mean, we can go on and on and on if you'd like me to, but they only got one championship?
Yeah, but
they only got one championship.
I mean, it's easy. If championships are the end all be all, which for many sports fans they are, I will say you have to say yes. But just that stretch of dominance, the most ever division titles in a row, it's not like they didn't make it to the World Series. They went to 3
Twice. They went 3-1. Yeah, they went 3-1-1.
Went to 3-1-1. But again, I think we have to see this stretch for the Braves. Now it's 6 years, but they are at 6 years, 1 title. But if you go 7 years, 2 title, I'm with you. I'm going with making the case, especially after this year, historic season, one of the most prolific offenses we've ever seen. This team, this run, you'd have to include the World Series team. So Freddie Freeman, the best hitters ever. Dansby up there for one of the most clutch players in the playoffs. So yeah, I would have to say yes. This team we put together year after year to be title contenders. Yes, I would say if they win a second championship after a year of where they straight dominated the league, I would say you can make the case that this is the best stretch of Braves baseball.
You heard it here first. Ladies and gentlemen, you already know what time it is. It is me. He is I, and I am him. I am he that they call the AlphaMale. One more time before you leave, brother Lewis. I gotta show this clip before you go, just so that I can give some good juju. You dig what I'm saying? To the Braves country. For those of you that are watching, make sure that you watch with just all your hearts. You dig what I'm saying? Make sure that you remember this, because this could possibly carry us into game 3.
He deals a 2-2. Castellanos in the air to right center field. Harris is on the run. Harris at the track. He leaps and he makes the catch. Harper might be doubled up. The throw gets away. The throw to first. It's over.
Now, before you go, USC is undefeated. I know you're a big Trojans fan. They're undefeated right now. If they get a championship, I know you'd be excited. How do you feel about your Trojans, boss man?
I'm feeling good. I mean, Caleb's the man, best player in college football. We've made strides on defense, but we're gonna have to play a lot better defense if we want to win the Natty. But I think we got the players, we got the scheme, and again, Caleb Williams special, man. He is different. So very excited. Marshawn Lloyd, Brandon Rice, we got weapons out there. Austin Jones. I like us, man. I like us.
This is a big year for you, brother Lewis. I mean, let's just be honest. I mean, you've got Atlanta Braves baseball. You got what else? You got USC football. What else? You got, I mean, you are a Hawks fan slightly, but you more so lean to the LA Lakers. So I want to give you that. LeBron entering into his 21st season. You know, we're kind of hoping for Bronny. so major shouts out to you and the Lakers and USC, but most of all, major shouts out to the Atlanta Braves, man. Hopefully they can get another win up in Philly. Do they come back right after Philly, or do they stay for a second game?
So
I mean, for game 4.
Next 2 days are in Philly. If
next 2 games are in Philly.
If they split, then we come back for game 5 on Saturday in Atlanta.
Game 5 on Saturday, if necessary. Listen, if you're going to be in the building, make sure that you check out my boy, Buddy Lee, the plug, Lamar Lewis. You know what I'm
Khalid
saying?
Love.
Make sure Lamizzle, you dig what I'm saying? Make sure y'all check them out at the Battery. This is gonna be a great feeling. If the Braves can pull it out, man, I'm hoping for it. Ladies and gentlemen, you already know what time it is. It is me. He is I, and I am him. I am he that they call the Alpha Male. Hey, glad that you guys could check in with us, man. I'm excited. I know he's excited. Hey, you guys take care. Peace.
Peace.
Ladies and gentlemen, you already know what time it is. It is me. He is I, and I am him. I am he that they call the Alpha Male. All right, back again. Thank you for listening to the Alpha Male thus far. What's up, Coach T, Coach Tobias? Listen, I call you Coach. Coach Tobias. Shouts out to you, man, for what I'm saying, listening to me on Facebook. Appreciate the love. But it's been bad. I've been trying to take your minds off of the the Braves aren't playing bad. It's just that the Phillies are playing that good, there's nothing else that I can say right now. The Braves are down 7-1. Bryce Harper just went 2 home runs, 2 home runs in one game. So I can just say that this might be a wash. You know what I'm saying? I might just say that this is done with, but I don't know. I can't say that specifically, but I can say that it is definitely not a good look for the Atlanta Braves right now. They're going into the sixth inning, or sixth inning, and just hopefully they can try to get some things going around that late game action and whatnot. You heard Buddy Lee, of course. He said you got to start fast and stay fast, and that's not what they're doing right now. So hopefully they can get it done. Like I said, Bryce Harper, oh my gosh, that guy is incredible. He's bound for what is it? Cooperstown? Say that is bound for Cooperstown. Anyway, you already know what time it is. It is me. He is I, and I am him. I am he that they call the Alpha Male. I say it so many times. The 1-4 Denver Broncos will be taking on the 4-1 Kansas City Chiefs Thursday night. Prime Video, 8:15. Man. All right, let's go ahead and jump into it right now. The Kansas City Chiefs are an 84% favorite over the Denver Broncos. They are in Arrowhead right now. You can't say that Russell's playing necessarily bad. It's just that Denver's playing bad. I just don't want everybody to stick to just him. I mean, right now throughout the season, Russell is 109 for 163 passing, 1,200 yards. You dig what I'm saying? 11 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. Patrick Mahomes, he's 123 for 184. You dig what I'm saying? 1,287 yards, 10 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. So the matchup there at quarterback, right now you can see that Russell Wilson does slightly have the upper hand. But then as you go along, it just kind of just falls apart for the Denver Broncos. I mean, you got Mims versus Kelsey. Well, I won't say that they're versus each other, but if you look at the head-to-head matchup between receivers, quarterbacks, this, that, and the third, or your key players or X factors, if you will. Right now, this is a divisional game, so I won't say that this will be another repeat of Miami. Miami, that wasn't a good look for Denver. They almost had another record set on them. What was most embarrassing was how the reporter tried to dig it into the coach, and he was like, all right, next question. But like I said, this is a divisional game. Kansas City Chiefs 4-1 on the season. Denver Broncos, they are 1-4 on the season. The only loss for the Kansas City Chiefs was the not Minnesota. It was the Lions. Yes, that's right. It was the Detroit Lions, and then I was going to say the Michigan Lions anyway. But it was the Detroit Lions, and it was also I'm sorry, it was just the Detroit Lions for the Kansas City Chiefs. But for the Denver Broncos, their only win was, I would say, who was that? Oh yeah, that's right. This is against Justin Fields and the Chicago Bears. Now, no one is winless except for the Carolina Panthers, and we understand why. But if you look at the just the whole season, like I said before, there's not going to be much separation, if you will. I mean, I think later on, as the season goes by, as the weeks go by, you might start to see some separation. As you can see already, there's only two teams that's undefeated in the NFL, which I said is the Philadelphia Eagles and the San Francisco 49ers. Now, of course, this week coming up, and I'll give my picks later on this week, but the Philadelphia Eagles right now, they take on the New York Jets on Sunday at 4:25, and then the San Francisco 49ers will be taking on the Cleveland Browns Sunday at 1 p.m. So back to the Thursday night game. It's going to be, in my opinion, because I'm going to pick today's game. Well, this game. I think that the Denver Broncos, they are going to make this a tough game. They're going to try to make this as difficult as possible. They've prepared for this game. They've gone on the clipboard and they've written Kansas City Chiefs. They've circled this game. It's prime time. If you have Prime Video, you make sure that you can watch it from there. But as you can see, it's gonna be a tough game simply because it is a divisional game. It's a rivalry, and as you can, in the NFL, that's how this is. You show up for the divisional games, and I see this is going to be a close one. I would say 27-24 going to the Kansas City Chiefs. You already know what time it is. It is me. He is I, and I am him. I am he that they call the Alpha Male. Listen, want to thank the plug. Want to thank Doug Stewart for stopping in and talking with me, man. Like I said, the Two Live Stews weekend coming up this weekend. It is going to be dope. I'm going to be at the golf tournament. I'm already practicing. I can't wait. Hopefully I can see you there. Whatever. But definitely happy to see everybody, man. Have a good day. I don't know what else to say or get out of here, but peace.